HDFC Bank just announced one of the major changes that is going to happen to many of their cards. So I'll just walk through all the different changes that is going to happen for three different cards that the HDFC Bank just announced. So some of them are upgrades, some of them are downgrades as well, and one in particular which is going to affect a lot of you guys. So please be tuned to this video as I walk through for all the different changes. So three cards are affected, that is HDFC Regalia Gold Credit Card, the HDFC Diners Club Privilege, the HDFC Biz Power. Some of these changes are going to be live from 15th of May 2026, and the lounge access change is specifically going to kick in from 1st of July 2026. I am going to take you through each of the different changes and what is good for you and what is bad for you. I am going to pick on that, as well as I will tell you what has exactly changed. So starting with the Regalia Gold Credit Card, because it has most of the changes that has been announced by HDFC Bank. So change number 1 is boarding age, which means from 1st of May 2026 every quarter, if you upload your flight boarding pass on your smart buy portal, it is going to unlock you two different benefits that you can choose from, and there are four different options that you can choose from, and you can only unlock two of those. The first benefit is the spa access at the airport, and we also have Uber transfer to and from the airport, and the third option is dining experience at participating hotels, and the fourth option is a room upgrade. So you can pick two of the four every quarter just by uploading your boarding pass. So in my view, the people who are actually traveling by air frequently, this is a genuinely good upgrade. If you upload a boarding pass which only takes about 30 to 45 seconds, you are getting a complimentary spa access or a Uber transfer, which is a solid value in my opinion. Now the catch is you need to be flying at least once a quarter to avail it. So if you are not flying frequently, the benefit is just zero value to you. Now the change number 2 in the Regalia Gold Credit Card is the lounge access. So this one is a downgrade that will be introduced from 1st of July 2026. So right now Regalia Gold is offering you 12 different domestic airport lounge access per year. Now there is no spending limit as well, and you can also use all of this 12 in a single month if you want to. But from 1st of July this changes. You will get only 3 domestic lounge access per quarter, but here is the condition that changes everything. To get these 3 visits in a particular quarter, you must spend 60,000 rupees on your Regalia Gold credit card in the previous quarter. And if you spend less than 60,000 rupees last quarter, no lounge access will be given. For the high spenders who is putting 60,000 rupees or more on the card every quarter, the annual number stays the same, 12 visits. But for everyone else, this is a meaningful downgrade from what was being previously offered by HDFC Bank on this Regalia credit card. Now change number 3, that is the reward point change. From 15th of May 2026, 200 rupees spent would give you 5 reward points, but earlier if you spend 150 rupees you would get 4 reward points. So let me put it in comparable terms. So the old rate is saying if you spend 150 rupees you would get 4 points. That means you are getting 2.67 points per 100 rupees spent, and in the new rate 5 points is being given for every 200 rupees spent. That means 2.5 points per 100 rupees. That is the actual change. So ideally it is a very minor reduction in reward rate runs, but ideally the main percentage gap is 2.67% versus 2.5%. So that is a difference of 0.17% of cashback. So that is not at all dramatic, but it is a step down from what was being actually offered. The change number 4 is dynamic currency conversion and the card reissue fee, which is being if you use your Regalia Gold credit card right now for any international transactions, the dynamic currency conversion has been raised to 1.75% right now. And if you will ever need to get the physical card reissued, you have to pay a fee of 199 plus the applicable GST on the same. The card number 2 is HDFC Diners Club Privilege Card. So a lot of people actually got this card lifetime free not too long ago. Now, whenever bank issues a lot of lifetime free credit cards, the changes tend to follow with it. So that is not me who is trying to make any accusation against any bank, but it is a pattern that has been shown by different banks that has already issued lifetime free credit cards before. So the change number 1 for this particular card is a lounge access. So from 1st of July 2026, the current Diners Club Privilege Card gives you lounge access without any mandatory spend on the card. From 1st of July, to access any lounge, be it domestic or international, you will have to spend around 60,000 rupees in the previous quarter. Same as the Regalia Gold credit card, if that condition is only made, you would get 2 domestic lounge access per quarter plus 1 international lounge access per quarter. So 2 domestic and 1 international every 3 months on a condition of 60,000 rupees quarterly spend. For people who is spending 60,000 or more on this card quarterly, this the access remains the same, but for everyone else the previously unconditional benefit now has a spending gate attached to it. So change number 2 is with reward points. So from 15th of May 2026, the earned rate is going to change 4 reward points per 200 rupees spent, which is similar to Regalia Gold credit card, and it is a minor reduction from the previous structure that was being offered for this particular card. Not significant on its own, but again we have to know that the calculating of the actual value that we are doing, it is against the previous structure that we had, that is 2.67 rupees per 100 rupees spent versus 2.5 rupees per 100 rupees spent. So overall, again, the earn rate is going to change and henceforth the reward points is going to be reduced. Now the change number 3, that is the dynamic currency conversion and the reissue, same as the Regalia Gold that we have already discussed. The currency conversion has been revised to 1.75% and the card reissue fee has been revised to 199 plus applicable taxes. Now card number 3 is HDFC Biz Power credit card. This is our last card for this particular video, and this card is primarily used by the business owners or the self-employed professionals, and the changes here is a mix of different positive and a negative part. So change number 1 is with the reward point structure, that is from 15th of May 2026. For the regular spends it was 150 rupees for 4 reward points, now it is 200 for 5 reward points, minor reduction in the effective return rate, and it is the same as the other 2 cards that we have already discussed. Now for the business spends it was 150 rupees for 20 reward points, now it is 200 rupees for 25 reward points. For at a glance the business spend looks the same, but again this is a new condition that has been attached to this particular card. The change number 2 for this particular card is the spend milestone for accelerated business rewards. So previously you have earned the accelerated 25 reward points for any business spend without any minimum monthly spend requirement. From 15th of May you have to earn those accelerated points on the business spends. For that you would have to have a minimum of 25,000 rupees spent on this particular card from May 15th, and if you spend anything below than 25,000 you do not get any accelerated rate on the business transactions. So for any high volume business card users the threshold is likely comfortable, but for small business owners and self-employed professionals this new changes does not really make sense. For at least me, I would skip this card personally. And now the change number 3, that is the milestone voucher. It is a mixed change again, the milestone voucher benefit has been increased from 2000 rupees to 5000 rupees, which is a positive change on paper. However, on GST payments, income tax payments, and the fuel spends, it has been excluded from this particular milestone spend calculation. So, what actually means is for a significant portion of the business card users which was using this BizPower credit card from HDFC, they were using it for GST payments as well as income tax payments, which is naturally high value transaction which were helping them to get this milestone threshold faster. But this transaction no longer count towards the milestone, so the voucher value has gone up to 5000 rupees. But for reaching the milestone to claim it, you have to have the different spends other than the income tax payments or the GST payments that the users were doing previously. So in my view, for users whose business spending profile is heavily tax and GST oriented, the effective milestone benefits has been reduced even though the voucher value has been increased. Now the change number 4 is with the GST and income tax reward point cap. So from 15th of May, on any GST or income tax payment on this BizPower card, the reward points will only be earned on the first two transactions per month in each category. So the first two GST payments per month would have reward points earned, but from the third GST payment onwards, there would be no reward points that would be given. The first two income tax payments per month would again have reward points awarded for these users who are using the BizPower card, but from the third income tax payment there would be no reward that will be given for these users. So the stated reason for this change is fair usage, which is preventing professionals from running client payments through professional cards to accumulate excess reward points. Now the change number 5 is with the lounge access and the MMT voucher, that is from 1st of July 2026. The BizPower will now have to offer 2 domestic lounge access per quarter plus 1 make my trip zero cancellation voucher. The condition is you must spend 75,000 rupees on this particular card in the previous quarter. And the funny part is the minimum spend that you need to do on the Regalia Gold or the Diners Club Privilege card was 60,000, and on this card it is much more higher than that. It is 75,000 rupees for the threshold over here. Now the change number 6, that is monthly reward points cap increase. Again it is a positive change. The monthly reward points cap has been raised from 5000 points to 7500 points per month for the high values business spenders who was previously hitting the 5000 cap. This is a genuine improvement that I can see, and more spends will now earn more points without hitting the ceiling. So two dates has to be remembered for these changes, that is 15th of May 2026, the reward structure and the most other changes would go live. For 1st of July 2026, the lounge access changes will go live for all the three cards. So if you hold any of these cards, the most important thing that you should do is right now check your average quarterly spend and understand if it's really worth it or no, because the lounge access benefit has a lot of people who uses it, and the conditional changes that has been introduced, it is going to affect a lot of you guys. So you please comment down below what are your thoughts on these changes, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.